Benet's Bloody Bits.
My name is Jason Benet, and welcome to Benet's Bloody Bits. Today we're going to discuss Delirium magazine. In 2014, writer, producer, director Charles Band decided to start his own periodical, which was great but risky at the same time. Print media is not what it used to be in the heydays of the 80s and 90s. Digital has definitely taken over, and people prefer, easy access to information, and they can just go to any kind of genre website and get that. But there's something admirable about having something that you can hold in your hand, that you can read, that you can collect and hold on to. Now, Chris Alexander at the time was the editor in chief at Fangoria magazine, where I was writing as well. And he had posted on Facebook about this new magazine that Full Moon was going to produce called Delirium. And I immediately messaged him and said, I want a part of it. Just tell me what to do and I'll go out and get interviews. And what is great is, though it's Full Moon, it's all the horror genre. There's so many subgenres that need to be covered. So you could do slashers, supernatural horror, you name it. Everything, there's nothing off limits. And what's great is you're really not given an assignment, meaning you have to go out and get your interviews yourself. There's no, here you're going to visit a set of a movie and you're going to interview the director and star. You have to go out and find people yourself, which can be daunting. But what I've learned is if you just go on social media and you private message somebody professionally and ask them, 98% of the time they say yes. And that's what's great is you can pick and choose what you want to do. And, the sky's the limit. So I have been with Delirium since issue 1. We're celebrating our 10-year anniversary this year, which is an accomplishment in itself because print is in a tough spot right now. There are still magazines like Rue Morgue and Horror Hound, Scream, Fangoria. I think Delirium has kind of flown under the radar for some reason, kind of the Rodney Dangerfield no respect of magazines. And I really wanted to put the spotlight on Delirium today just so people knew what the magazine was about, where you can order it. The website you can get a subscription to Delirium from, as well as individual issues, is fullmoonhorror.com. For domestic customers, it's $50 for 1 year, which is 4 issues. For international, it is $80. I feel bad about that. I know fans overseas get screwed on ordering anything, but you could always cherry pick and just pick up the issues $12 a pop. And what's great is we've actually done signings, not every issue, but depending on who's on the cover and if they're local to Southern California, there's a great bookstore in Burbank, California called Dark Delicacies. And we've actually done signings there. I've actually been a part of a few of them, and it's been special. I never take for granted who I'm with and just the coolness of it, because this is when I was a kid, something I never thought I would be doing. I'm still humble about it. I never get arrogant or let it get to my head. Every day I eat a a slice of humble pie. I don't want to be that kind of person. I just, if I post stuff all the time about my work because I'm proud of it and I want to share it. But at the end of the day, I'm a fan like everybody else. I wake up and I'm still a student of the genre, and I want to learn. And I think that's important. And I want other people to realize you could write for a magazine or a website too. They're not going to come knocking on your door. You have to go out and reach out to them via email, social media, whatever. But anyone can do it if you want, but you have to step forward and put yourself out there. And so Delirium magazine, we've had, as you can see from the banner behind me, we've had, amazing people like Dario Argento, David Cronenberg, Roger Corman, Joe Dante, Gigi Saul Guerrero, a lot of great people on the cover. And even if I don't get the cover story, which it's okay, I've had two, but we're 35, 36 issues in, there's going to be different people getting cover stories and interviewing big people. I'm just happy to be in the pages, rubbing my shoulders with these other people because that you can't put a price on. Um, our next issue should be coming out soon. It is a full moon movie that has been in the works for about 30 years, and it's called Primeval's. And it's kind of this film where the special effects wizard director, he was working on it in the early 90s, passed away in 99, and the film got shelved. But Full Moon has finished it, completed it, made it a movie after all these decades, and it's playing the festival circuit now and should be out on Blu-ray by the end of the year. But that's going to be the next Delirium cover, which will probably be out in a couple months. So just know that Delirium is available through fullmoonhorror.com. A lot of great writers in there. Of course, as I said before, the editor in chief is Chris Alexander. Michael Gingold is the editor. I don't think people realize how important it is to have an editor, someone who could you turn in an assignment, could look at it, polish it, pick it apart, because I could look at something like a document I'm working on 20 times and figure I have everything covered. And then somebody else comes in and just cleans it up. And I'm no Stephen King, but even Stephen King has an editor, someone who can look at his work and make sense of the words. And I appreciate Michael for being able to do that. And the people that take my words and add pictures to them and make it this amazing looking you know editorial and interview. And I'm always looking to interview people from old movies, from new movies. I love doing retrospectives, especially on films I feel like have slid under the radar, that don't get the respect, that are underrated, undervalued. I will interview anybody. And what's important to remember is it's great if it's done in person, if the logistics work out. Phone interviews, of course, are great, or Zoom or Skype or however StreamYard or however you want to do it. But even email, whatever works best for the person that you're interviewing and their schedule, because usually people are on projects and their window of opportunity to talk is not, very good. So just put yourself out there, and whether it's print media or a website or starting a YouTube channel or becoming a TikToker, it's very important to put your name out there and let people know you have a passion about something. And that's, for me, Delirium, 10 years. That's an amazing accomplishment. I'm just glad to be a part of it. And I'm glad you guys have watched this video. And I appreciate everybody who has subscribed so far. It hasn't gone unnoticed. I will comment and respond to everybody that leaves a message. I don't like ignoring people. You have a lot of things you can be doing with your time. So if you're watching my video, I appreciate it. Until next time, stay scared. Thank you.